Okay, here we go. Ready?
Yep.
So record. This one's set. We're gonna record. All right, welcome back to the Palm Beach Palmcast. I'm Ben Fishman here with
Marilyn Andrea Fuentes.
Marilyn Andrea Fuentes. I always mess that up. We'll get it right by the next season. How you been?
Pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's been going on?
I got a couple new partnerships, and I'm starting back up on my recruiting since we're off season, so I'm doing that the majority of the day, but I'm still getting my partnerships and my modeling done early in the day and then also on Saturdays. So I got Nuve, which is a silk line. I don't know if you've ever heard of it.
No.
It's a beautiful line. It's all silk, 95% silk. And it's beautiful, very lightweight, sophisticated, versatile, and also kind of sexy. You can make it, sexy. So, but you guys should stop by there if you get a chance. It's right on Dixie near the Hive, one of my favorite bakeries. And I started a partnership with them, and then also Athena's Med Spa, which is downtown West Palm, which is great. The staff there is amazing. They have a very large staff. They do nails, they do Botox, they have a plastic surgeon on site. The owners is Joanne, which owns the Nuve silk line actually, and her husband, which does plastic surgery. And they've been there for a while actually. It was owned by an older gentleman, and then they partnered together recently. And just, it's an amazing place. They do hair blowouts, they do, all kinds of stuff. So check it out.
I know where to get my facelift. Yeah, I think they're right off Quadro, or where they're downtown. Yeah, I think I've seen that building.
Yeah, it's right when you turn there. I can't remember the name of the street, but I think it's definitely Olive. It's Olive.
Yes, I know exactly.
You know what I'm talking about? They're doing a little bit of construction in the front, but
it's nice
it's a 2-floor spa. So when you walk in, it's really pretty. It's very aesthetically pretty.
Wow.
But like I said, they do a little bit of everything. It's an awesome place.
They work on guys there?
Yeah, of course. You guys can get your hair cut too, they have a little barber.
Nice.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm actually, I forgot to tell you, I'm having a procedure coming up in a few weeks.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm getting my nose fixed. Not a nose job.
What's wrong with your nose?
I just have a little blockage. Just blocks the airways a little bit.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, it makes me a little nasally. I'm probably going to be sounding more like this next episode.
Aw. Well, I hope it all goes well.
It's good. I got a good doctor downtown. There's so many good hospitals in West Palm now. A lot of people just think you had to go to Miami for everything.
Right.
Everything's right on Flagler. It's right there.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's going to be opening up the airways. Going to be breathing better. That'll be good because I think it'll help with my performing too.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you guys don't know, I'm a comic. I run some open mics right here at the Peach. We're at the Peach right now, by the way.
Yeah.
Isn't this a cool place? I mean, I love this place.
It's been a minute, but every time I come here, I just love it. There's always either new art on the walls. Now we're featuring, what's the name of the photographer?
I'm not sure, actually. I will have to get back to you on that.
It's probably on one of those signs. But anyway,
Yes.
amazing photographs as soon as I walked in.
Yeah, and they're all for sale, guys. So
Yeah.
we're at the Peach, 3950 Georgia Avenue. We're here.
Very real shots, very
yeah.
eccentric, but it looks like, the person must have traveled definitely because they're all different ethnicities, it looks like. So it's
Yeah,
beautiful.
he's from all over the world.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Look at that guy's on his way to America.
Yeah, it looks like behind us we have an immigrant. No, but in all seriousness, that's what it looks like. An immigrant with a bow. He looks a little bit scared, but he's in the tropics, and it's just they're all real photographs. You can tell they're genuine, real.
Yeah, it's really cool.
We're not going to get into the whole immigrant. Sorry, guys, we're not talking about that today.
Right. Hey, we're having fun. It's Palm Beach.
That or the war.
This is the cool thing about the Peach, though, and I might have mentioned this before. I run an open mic here every single Monday, and then a couple times a month I do book shows where I actually have paid comedians come and perform here. Mm-hmm. But if you come and see a show here, you're going to see new art every single time you come. So This was our featured art of the week. Next week we might have paintings, we might have more photography. But yeah, there's always something new here. That's the cool thing that's going on. And then I'll have to show you guys next time. But there's studios over here. There's a restaurant back here. El Segundo, guys. Best Mexican restaurant around lately. Have you been yet?
Cute spot. No, I haven't. I haven't been. When they've had events, I've gotten a cocktail, like a margarita there or whatnot. But I like how they've done all the redecorating. You have more of a Palm Beach, Florida salt life style now, which I think it gives it a nice little vibe with the surfboards. That's right up my alley. I
You
love
know
that
what
look, so.
And I found out something cool. That is an old coach house from like 1890.
Really?
Like this property, there was a big estate here, and they tore it down when they built Southern Boulevard, and then they kept that, and then this guy put a shop here,
Oh,
and it was a shop for like 30,
It was a
40
car
years.
shop.
Yeah,
I remember. I brought my car here to get fixed. I don't
Yeah.
remember what the name of it was, but yeah, I brought an old beat up. It wasn't beat up at the time, but it was definitely a lemon. I wanted to be independent, and I bought a Volvo.
Oh, man.
And that car gave me so much trouble. But anyway.
You know, it's funny. My first car in Florida was a big old Mercedes, and and I thought, man, I'm gonna be the coolest guy in Palm Beach. I got old school S-Class, you know, it was white, it had the sunroof.
Hoopty.
Oh yeah, that thing fell apart more times than I could imagine. I mean, those cars, they look good, but man, you gotta have the money to fix those things.
Oh, for sure. If you're gonna get an old school, high-end vehicle, you better have money to invest in it, you know. So
they look good, they drive nice, but just be ready to have some extra bills.
Oh, for sure. What have you been up to? So you're still doing the comedy, right?
Yeah.
The amateur night on Mondays. I see you're getting really much busier.
I got 40 comics at our last show, so if you guys come early, if you want to try stand-up comedy, I'm gonna get Marilyn up there one of these days.
I think he thinks I'm funny or something. He must think I'm funny, or he wants the crowd. He wants to get a kick out of the crowd making fun of me. It's one of the two. I can't tell if he's on my team.
Nah, we just we need to break you open to that new new world, new world of arts, stand-up comedy.
Yeah, I would probably like it, honestly.
You can get up here and talk shit about people. Talk shit about the other models if you want to.
Exactly.
I
got a lot of shit to talk about.
Only off season though. Right now, we're in the middle of summer, guys, and I gotta say, like, it has been. We rained today. We didn't have a lot of rain. It's been a little dry. It's been a little hot, but I gotta say, like, summer down here is nice because there's like no one around right now.
Yeah.
Like, you can go to a restaurant, you don't have to wait to be seated. You can drive through town. It's not a lot of traffic. So.
Yeah, it's not as claustrophobic. Listen, I love having action, but sometimes you need a break from the action after season, and you're so busy running all around doing for me anyway, the photo shoots and everything else. I was so glad when it was over this year. I was like, thank you, Lord.
Yeah, and that's funny. I told you I want to talk about health a little bit.
Yeah.
I started working out again. I hadn't worked out in a while, and man, what a difference. You know what I mean? Like, if you're in the summertime in Palm Beach, you gotta get outside. You gotta stay active. There's really no excuse not to. And even though it feels, it's so hot. No. Just go to a pool for 30 minutes or something.
I've always been a workout. Yeah. I've always been like addicted to the feeling of how I feel afterwards. I love maintaining myself, so I've always liked it. You know?
And that's the thing. Like, it can bring you down. If you're not moving around, I feel like it can. You know what I mean? So it's like, especially if you're living in this area. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of fashionable people. There's a lot of people. Not that I'm trying to keep up with other people, but if I go out, I at least want to look the part. I don't want to come off as some sloppy guy or anything. I want to be tight. I want to be I want to be clean cut.
Well, no, when you look good, I mean, let's be real. You feel good. So if you feel good, then things are gonna probably go more in your favor. That's just how it goes.
And you glow, just like Marilyn does. Marilyn glows. Like, you see her and it's just like, oh.
Oh, you're funny. I wish that was the case. No, I glow from the inside out, though. I take pride in being a good person, honestly. So, yes, I like maintaining myself, but I like for people to be good on the inside and pretty on the inside, too. So
absolutely.
That's first and foremost. But I did want to mention the quote that we discussed earlier about not watering yourself down to make other people feel better. I think we can all relate to that. I don't know why this morning. There must be a reason God put that quote in my mind. No, I'm serious, because I think that sometimes we're not ourselves because we're afraid. Like you just said something that was very valid to what that statement, that you don't feel good or whatever,
Yeah.
And I think you even mentioned to me when you first started doing comedy that you were afraid what people were going to think about you, and you're actually really good at it,
Thanks, thank you.
Yeah, so I just want to make note that, if you're too much for someone, or usually it's people are projecting on how they feel themselves, and they're not allowing you because they're trying to tell you not to be something. So I don't know. How do you feel about that quote?
I think it's great. And you know what? I stopped listening to all those voices. I stopped listening to the voices in my head. I stopped listening to the external voices of my friends and my family. And you know, and not that they don't have good advice. There's definitely good things you can take away from people, but if you're determined to do something, freaking do it, man. Because like, you know, there's a lot of opportunity out there right now too. I mean, there's so many things you can do. Anyone can be online. Anyone can promote themselves now and stuff like that. And that's another thing too. You know, I'm going to be bringing in more things for 33480. I haven't talked about that much lately. It's a line I started. You know, I don't really talk much about it. I kind of want to talk about it for a second.
No, we need to start talking about it.
Yeah.
That's how we met. I mean,
so 33480, guys, if you have not seen it, go to Instagram, 33480, 33480.com. It's a line of clothing and accessories I thought of. It's 3348 OH, like O, right? O.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, which I'm sure the majority of you do know, that's the zip code for the Palm Beach Island. So, you know, that's how we came up with it. And that's the reason that I reached out to him, because I thought it was so catchy.
Yeah, so guys, right now, go there. There's some shirts, there's some accessories, there's some bottles, there, you know, all kinds of little stuff. I'm bringing more things to the table. But I really need more input. I need some feedback, and you know, if you've got any suggestions, I get good information. I get good feedback from Marilyn all the time. Mm-hmm. She knows what's up. I'm like,
no, you have.
I'm like 2006. She's like 26. She's like ahead of the time.
I hope so.
But yeah, we're working on 33480. You're gonna see pop-ups this year. You are gonna see other things. You know, I started last year. I had some things going on. I wasn't quite in the Palm Beach area. I was kind of working remotely, and it wasn't real, it wasn't authentic yet. Now I'm back in town, you know, my mind's right, I got things going on, I'm working with Marilyn, and yeah, you're gonna see a lot of good things coming. So
yeah, I'm excited.
Take advantage of that. And then also, a little promo for myself too.
Sure.
I am now the manager of the West Palm Beach City Mattress.
Oh, so, congratulations.
Yeah, right on Palm Beach Lakes. And guys, I sell, you know, regular mattresses, you know, regular stuff. But I also got really nice mattresses. And if you're in Palm Beach, you might have heard of Prawn to Sleep, Heirloom, Clough. I sell all those brands. They're all very luxury brands. They're designed to hold up. They feel good. They're cooling. So guys, come see me, you know, so you can see a comedy show. You can see mattresses. You can see Marilyn model. I mean, there's so much we can offer you now, guys. So check out the store sometime if you haven't. You've been to my store? It's probably been a while though, right?
It's probably been, it's been a long time, but I'm pretty sure I've been in there at some point in my life.
We need to get a photo shoot of you like pretend sleeping.
Oh my
on
God,
a
that'd be hilarious.
What are these?
Or
right?
just trying them out. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah. I think we will actually do that one day.
Yeah.
I got a nice layout. I mean, the store just remodeled. There's all kinds of cool designs. You know, the mattresses they're starting at $300. I got them up to $30,000.
Wow.
So I got
a $30,000 mattress.
Sure, I'll give it to you for $29.99.
That's a good number.
Yeah, so I've been doing that. The comedy shows, guys, another thing too. Right here at the Peach right here. This right here, Comedy Relapse. That is also me. Every
your
Monday.
handle, you know.
At Comedy Relapse.
Yeah, at Comedy Relapse.
Yeah, at Comedy Relapse. I post almost every photo of everyone that goes up. There's like 2,400 photos on there. And you know, if you want to see a free comedy show, come here on Monday nights, 8 o'clock. And if you want to be in a comedy show, come here Monday nights at 8 o'clock, right? It's an open mic.
Yeah, I checked it out one night. I have to come back again. I loved it. I thought it was cool. And the vibe is interesting too. Like, people don't care. They're not looking at you. They're not pretentious. It's not about that. It's just about being yourself, being bold, and enjoying your time, really. You know, so if that's what you gravitate towards, come to the beach on a Monday night. Yeah.
Having fun.
Exactly.
So much serious stuff out there, guys.
Having fun and also venting. Because you can tell that the comedians are getting what they have inside out and making a joke out of it, which is what we should all do in life. We should all laugh at ourselves. That's what life's about, you know.
I'm telling you. All right, so I don't know if I've ever mentioned this to you. I mentioned it to you. I've never mentioned this on the podcast, but I had brain surgery, right? Like a couple times.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because before I used to get angry easily, and I didn't know it was a condition of my brain tumor. And I remember after I got my tumor, I'm like, man, I want to like turn all that old anger into laughter and stuff like that.
Right.
And I've been doing this now like almost 4 years since my first surgery. I'm telling you guys, laughter is the best medicine, man. If you know, if you can take a joke,
a great story.
You know, you can take a little criticism.
Yeah.
You're 10 times more powerful than you were, because it's like, I mean, there's good criticism, there's bad criticism, but if anything, if someone's giving you criticism, it means they were paying attention to what you were doing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So at least like someone say my joke sucked. Well, at least they were listening.
Oh,
you know
for
what
sure.
I mean? At least someone says, well, maybe I didn't like you dress. Well, hey, at least they were looking at your stuff.
Well, that's
you know
the thing
what I
is
mean?
that, in Hollywood, they've always said publicity is publicity. And even if it's bad. And the majority of the time, if it's bad, it's coming from people that are really honestly, deep down inside, jealous of what you're doing. That's really what it is. They sometimes want to do what you're doing, but they don't have the courage to do so. So
put
good
those
or bad
voices
publicity.
away, man.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
telling you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, like I was telling you too, I just got back in my fitness routine. I was out of my zone. I was like, you know, get into your happy place. And if your happy place is the gym or walking your dog or whatever, man, because I'm telling you, things have been really good. I just had a record-breaking month at work, my full-time
that's
job.
awesome. Congratulations.
Yeah. Did one of my biggest month I've ever done with my company. So
yeah, mindset is everything, and the way you start your day too. I have like a ritual. You know, you have to start your day. But there are so many days I get on the treadmill and I don't want to do it, or I'm depressed. Honestly, I'll even, and I've said this a million times to my boyfriend or to friends, I'll be on the treadmill crying. And I can tell you, by the time I get off, it's true. I'm like in a bad mood, it's true. And I'm like crying. By the end of my workout, the stress is gone.
Yeah.
You feel different because you're moving and your mind's getting better and you feel stronger the more you start the workout.
Yeah,
you know.
absolutely.
So I mean, everyone's gonna have a good day or a bad day, but exercising I think is so important.
So you tried pickleball yet?
I haven't.
All right, we're talking about exercise, guys.
Well, I need to try pickleball.
They're opening 2 pickleball courts at the Phipps Park.
Really?
Yeah, and
okay.
they're going to be public access.
Oh,
so.
I saw that they were doing some kind of renovation there.
Yeah, they're adding
that's
pickleball
awesome.
courts.
Okay.
So guys, pickleball is coming to Palm Beach. All right, and there's already until that opens, I just found right on Parker. There's a tennis center, you know, right outside downtown. They've got pickleball courts now.
I've seen it on City Place site or something.
Oh, that's another one coming. It's that big. I'm telling you. Yeah. So
I need to try it. It looks very trendy.
It's a great workout.
Is it
telling
really?
you, it's because you're moving different. You're juking. You're dodging.
Are there a lot of rules to follow, like tennis? You know, it's not hard to do.
No, it flows pretty good.
That's cool.
But yeah, it's a big thing. You know, it's funny. I was looking at apartments the other day, and I went to that Tortoise one right off Dixie. They had a pickleball court on the roof, like overlooking the Intercoastal.
Oh, that's awesome! I would love that.
yeah. And then I was like, oh, okay. How much is rent? Like, way beyond what I wanted to spend.
They definitely hiked up the rent because they have the pickleball
because of pickleball court. And then they're like, well, here's the incentive: 2 pickleball paddles. I was like, does that come with a free month of rent too?
Exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, downtown. You know, I've noticed though, real estate wise, not to switch topics real quick. But prices are coming down. Rents are kind of cooling off. You know, things have.
A lot of renovations still going on. I just saw that Phillips Point building where the Morton's Steakhouse is. Which, you know, everything is getting tweaked. If you drive around town, buildings that were not, even on Dixie, buildings that, or shops that weren't rented before are all filling in more, or they're better shops, more things, you know what I mean? Like I've seen like little gourmet markets, just things that bring more culture. I saw a meme the other day, which I thought was really funny. Palm Beach or West Palm Beach versus Boca, that West Palm is definitely getting more cultural and Boca is like all about Botox and Lamborghinis. So I thought it was really cool. I'm like, oh, that sounds
so
about right.
So they're the fake ones now.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Listen, we do Botox and, you know, fillers here in Palm Beach and West Palm, but we have a lot of culture is my point. We have a lot of culture and there's a lot to do here, so. I've
never been like a big Boca guy. And no, I'm not hating on Boca. I don't spend a lot of time there.
I have somebody that wants to move to Boca. Well, that's like really ecstatic, wants to move to Boca, somebody very close to me. And I'm like, I don't know. And like I said, I've worked in the Boca area. It's just, it comes across as an older, you know, I've heard that it's a little bit of an older crowd.
You know,
it's just not my, I don't know.
It's just, there's this notion about Boca, like, I don't know, maybe because I remember before I moved to Florida, people are like, are you going to Boca? I'd be like, no, that's where all the retirees going.
Maybe I just need to meet someone really cool from Boca. So hey, if you're watching this and you're from Boca, please help me change my mind.
We need an experience.
Give me an inspiration. You know, there's a meat market in Boca that everybody goes to. how is that?
But where did meat market start?
Exactly.
Palm Beach. Yeah, exactly.
So,
if you go to the original meat market, you go on a Thursday night.
I'm going to Palm Beach. I'm not going to Boca. So, again, we don't hate Boca. We love you, Boca people, but we need you to convince and inspire us. That's all. That's all we're saying.
I need to get Palm Beached in Boca. I need to get Boca. You know what I mean? Like, I've done it all here, and I love it. But it's weird because it's right down the road, and I don't really, I spent some time in Del Rey. I also do a show in Del Rey.
Del Rey, I love. I think Del Rey's got a really cool vibe. There's always people out. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not. It's got youth, and then there's all the restaurants. So, no, I love Del Rey. I think Del Rey's cool. It's very beachy too, which I love that. It's not like pretentious.
It's a lot easier to get to the beach at Del Rey. That is the one thing. Like Palm Beach, they have a beach. They have a public beach. They don't necessarily want anyone there, so they don't make the parking very accessible. They don't make the beach very nice.
They're not. They're not making a restaurant right there, so you can grab like a lemonade or a drink.
No.
They really should, but then it would just be too touristy. But we're still getting a lot of. I've never seen so many people of so many ethnicities taking pictures by the clock.
Oh, and people think that clock is like really old. And they built that in like 2010.
No, it's not old.
Yeah,
listen, I love the clock.
It's cool though, but but it's funny because
it's a landmark.
It's such but it's so like it looks so well. It's like they did it so good. It looks like it's been there like for 100 years.
No,
or something.
It's a beautiful
it's really
piece. Cool. I think it's nice. A lot of photo shoots and stuff like that next to it. So that's cool. That's their spot where everybody takes pictures. So that's nice.
Know what? I was just thinking. The only place we had that was on the beach was Charlie Crab.
Yeah.
That was like the one place.
I miss Charlie's.
Charlie Crab.
I used to call Palm Beach Charlie's. Are you going to Charlie's today? That, or we would call the other beach would be Clark.
Yeah, Clark Street
I'll
Beach.
meet you at Clark.
Yeah.
And everybody, like the insider Palm Beach people really are the ones that would go to Clark. Other people wouldn't even know about Clark because it was really like a private beach, but then we all from Newman and everybody found out about it. You know what I mean? But I miss good old Charlie's Crab.
Charlie Crab.
What are we gonna do?
Little seafood restaurant right on A1A.
Very authentic.
Yeah.
Just one of those places that you'll never forget and wish you could still be there. And what a story! What a tragic story!
Yeah, I know, man. That was.
That was a tragic story. And for those of you that don't know, the owners got lost at sea. It's just a tragic story. It's sad. It's not something you would expect. So.
Lost
anyway,
at sea.
Yeah.
They pull. Maybe they're out there with Tupac and Biggie.
Yeah.
They're the conspiracy, and they're like, hey, you know what? Some people they're saying that there's like, there's islands in the Bahamas, and that's where they go. When they want to disappear. Yeah, they say they fake their death, and then they go.
Really?
To an island. Yeah, I've been hearing all these conspiracies lately. I mean, there's so much weird stuff online, but think about there's 150.
I'll be honest with you. Look what Britney Spears did. Granted, I don't blame her because listen, I'm not famous, and I get a little bit agitated too when people are all on my feeds sending me 100 messages, or if I disappear for a day or two, they're like, oh, so nice to see you back, like a day or two. Like I went and I don't know, God knows I was gone for like 2 years and came back. I get it. You want attention because it's fun, but there's a downside to it too. Like you don't want everybody looking at you and all eyes on you 24/7. And for these people that are famous, it's got to be hard. Justin Bieber, I mean, come on, let's be real. It's life as hard as it is. You don't need everybody staring at you while you're having a bad day, okay? So, it is what it is.
That's why I do comedy.
Yeah, exactly.
After a bad day, I can get on stage and I can just talk shit about it.
You have to have a strong backbone to do, I think, what we both do. You do.
Yeah.
You have to be able to just let things roll off your back, not care what people think. And then come back swinging when you're feeling better. That's really what it's about. So, anyway.
Leveling up,
Yeah.
It's like you get knocked down, you move up too, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But no, this is a great thing. I think this season's going to be good. We still got the whole rest of the summer to go through.
It'll go by fast though.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I can't believe we are already in the middle of this year. I feel like we just started the year. What is going on? Seriously.
We're halfway through a decade, guys. I feel like we just hit COVID. We're all celebrating 2020 like, oh man, now we're 2025.
It's wild.
Yeah, COVID.
It is wild.
Yeah, that messed us up. But I was glad I was in Florida. I wouldn't have been anywhere else in the world than Florida for COVID. I'll tell you that much. Especially being Palm Beach on top of it.
Yeah.
We were pretty fortunate. I mean,
I think so too.
Yeah, it could have been a way worse. So.
Yeah, it was a difficult time, I think, regardless. But you know,
hey, we're here now,
we
right?
made it through, and we succeeded, and we're just pushing forward, and you know.
Yeah. So, but guys, we'll be back. I think we're gonna wrap it up today.
Yeah.
Great talk. Good seeing
Yeah,
you. We
great
will
seeing
be
you
back.
too.
We are dedicated to this. I'm gonna have some more 33480 stuff coming out. Follow 33480. Follow Comedy Relapse. Follow Marilyn Andrea Fuentes.
_ Fuentes.
Oh, okay.
Underscore Fuentes. Well, you know, Marilyn Andrea Fuentes wasn't available, I guess.
Yes.
But yeah, follow us and Palm Beach Palmcast. You know.
Yes. Palm Beach Palmcast, 33480, Palm Beach. Everything is on Palm Beach. If you go to palmbeach.com, 33480 is on there. The Palmcast is on there. My real estate website's on there. Her agency's on there, guys. So Fuentes Partners. Everything's on palmbeach.com. So check us out. There's all kinds of things going on. We're gonna have a big season coming up here. So
yeah, we're excited.
All right. Well, until next week. Have a good one.
Thank you.
All right. See you later.
Bye, guys.
Boom. All right.
That was good. I thought
That was awesome.
It was a real one. You know,
Yeah.
it was real. We spoke about real topics.
Yeah, no, it was great. It was uplifting. It's in the library now. All right.
Well, let me see. But I want to post some of it.
Yeah. Library.
Let me see how I look at it. Can we put filter on it with your phone?
I think
Will
so.
let us put like a light filter?
Well, I think I can share you the video.
Oh, cool.
Download video. Nice.
Cute. That's cute.
So,
I don't know if I should put that
this
on my
is what you gotta do. So, okay, like your page gets a ton of views. My comedy page is getting 25,000 views a month now. So, but that's because I'm posting a couple hundred pictures a week, or
wow.
a month. I mean, so I think I just gotta tag anything we do for Palmcast. Anything we do, tag 33480.
Okay.
Anything, whether it's what you're doing before, whatever you're doing, which you kind of do now, but like I'm putting all my comedy stuff on there. I'm putting everything sponsored by 33480. May as well, you know what I mean? So it's just more tagging. It's more, it's more